couple of additional platforms for you to consider. And in both of these particular cases, why I thought they would be valuable for all of your businesses is because of the consumer reviews, feedback, or testimonials that are available on both of these platforms. And that's Google+, which is Google's answer to Facebook, and then Yelp. If you don't have a Google+ or a Yelp account, I would strongly encourage you to start to set it up and or claim the account if it's claim the listing if it's already on that platform. In many cases, particularly if you have a brick and mortar location, Yelp and Google already created a basic page for the business, and there is an area for you to claim the listing if you are the owner of the business, which I absolutely would encourage you to do. And from there, you can do some customization to those pages to enhance the page and then to also really maintain it if you want to. But because both of them have the ability for you to showcase a local address, it will help to map you if you do have that physical address. You can put a phone number, you can put an email contact information, add email address for contacting us or contacting your business. You also can put hours of operation as well on both of these. So I think these are very valuable, again, particularly because of the consumer reviews and feedback. So for those of you that have really happy customers, which I'm sure all of you do, then you may want to encourage them to go and provide a testimonial on a platform like Yelp or Google+. It's just good visibility for the business, and it also ranks really well in Google. So when somebody is searching your business on Google to see what type of feedback might be out there on you and the services or jobs that you've done in the past, Google+ and Yelp tend to be very high in the search results. And so if there's positive things to say on both of those channels, that means very good things for your business. One of the channels that we talked about earlier on in the presentation was Pinterest. And that was because of the phenomenal demographic reach to your audience. Pinterest is interesting because of the fact that you can upload your own pictures, or you can repurpose, or in this case what they call it is repinning. You can repin somebody else's pictures. It basically is a way to collect, think of it almost like a collage, to have different collages based on different themes. And you can then upload your own picture to the collage or pin someone else's picture to the collage. This is a very popular platform for moms based upon the fact that you see lots to do with children coming through here. You see a lot to do with party planning and events, especially weddings are huge, anything really visual in nature. And so again, an opportunity here might be for you to showcase some of the work that you do and or to also on the same board highlight some other pictures or images that are out there on the web that support why somebody should engage in your business. So it doesn't just have to be your own pictures. It can be other content and pictures that are out on the web because it will credit the person of whomever's picture it really is. But I think this would be an interesting way, based upon what your business model is, you'll want to kind of think how to separate the different boards for your audience. So if your business falls into, child safety or baby proofing of the home, then maybe you would want to do a different, let's call them bulletin boards. Maybe you would want to do a different bulletin board for each room of the house. So you might have bedroom, you might have bathroom, you might have kitchen, you might have garage, you might have outdoors. And so on each of those bulletin boards, you could then upload pictures, maybe of points in the room or the area of the house that somebody should be thinking about, or that could be an area of concern for a family or for a child or for a baby. This would just be one. I'm just trying to give you an example, real world way to use it. If for those of you who actually sell products, this could be a way for you to showcase those products through taking pictures and uploading those pictures, into a product bulletin board. Running through a number of other platforms here just for you to consider. Flickr, again, is for images. You can upload photos here and share photos. People can browse through. If you're looking for an online gallery of your work, this is a great way for you to store all of your pictures in one place and for you to share the links for people to be able to access. LinkedIn, as I mentioned earlier, is a business community. It's a great way for you to target professionals. You can search by somebody's title, by somebody's industry, by the company that they work for. It's really good for you to build up your portfolio from a networking standpoint. It's also a way for you personally to be able to create a portable resume. It may or may not be super beneficial for you in terms of marketing to your audience, although in many cases, your audience of working moms or dads may certainly be listed on LinkedIn. From a time and resource standpoint, it may not be the best to actually get new business, but how you might be able to look up maybe new manufacturers or contacts from new manufacturers, or if you're trying to, break into a certain company. There's a lot of research that can be done on LinkedIn. WordPress is a platform for blogs, and then SlideShare is a platform, as I mentioned earlier, to upload videos, PowerPoint presentations. One question that's come in is how you can link the different channels. So, Facebook to Twitter, Twitter to Facebook, and, if that's good or bad. There are ways that you can interlink between some, particularly between Facebook and Twitter. However, I don't know that I recommend that as an absolute in terms of, create a Facebook account, create a Twitter account, only, only post to Facebook, and then it will, automatically link over to Twitter, and don't put any unique content on Twitter. You can pull your Facebook posts over into Twitter. However, I wouldn't rely on that solely and exclusively. And the reason being is that it gets, first of all, as you saw on Twitter, there's a really short space, 140 characters, that's visible to the user. On Facebook, you get a couple, you could put 2 paragraphs of text or content if you wanted. So in many cases on Facebook, your post or your wall post is going to be way too long to valuably come into Twitter without getting cut off or truncated. And that just kind of doesn't give a great user experience from the reader side. So it'll probably likely happen a lot that your tweets are getting cut off coming in from Facebook, just by default that you're going to be having longer posts on Facebook than you should or would on Twitter. If it's the only way that you're going to be able to engage, okay, but I'd really like to see you put some unique things on Twitter outside of just the automatic Facebook postings coming in, because I think there's a way for you to engage with that Twitter audience, especially in a non-scheduled, non-formatted way, meaning real-time, current events, as things are happening, or as you're seeing conversations happen. You can use the search function on Twitter and interject yourself into a conversation or into a tweet that somebody just made if you have a solution or if you have an answer or if you have some valuable feedback. That's what that community is